طيب، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. الحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على عبده ورسوله نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome our dear beloved Imams and Muallimas. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. بإذن الله تعالى, this is our third Imams Connect session. And in this session, بإذن الله تعالى, our Imam Development Team, that team under Brother Sayyid that is focused on the development of the Imam, they will be introducing themselves to you people. They will be taking and fielding your questions. They will take your suggestions. They will give an overview of what they cover, how they cover, why they cover, and what they cover, inshallah. Hayyakum Allah ya Mashayikh. If you guys can give us an indication, can you hear us nice and clearly, inshallah? Jayid? Is everything clear, ya Mashayikh? Can you hear us clearly?
Yes, we can hear you, alhamdulillah.
Khair, inshallah. And so, Dr. Sayyid, if, example, you can mute all of the attendees, and maybe Dr. Sayyid, you can now take over, inshallah, Jayid. And also, ya Mashayikh, you know, we said sometimes it is good that the other people at the Imam Development Program, they also meet with you people, they also interact with you. Sometimes the admin team, they are a bit frightened of the Imams. I must tell you that. Sometimes they are a bit frightened of the Imams, they are a bit shy, they are a bit scared of the Imams. Why? Because they think, you know, we are ordinary people, and these are big mashayikh, and these are big sheikhs, and these are big muallimas, and big hazrat, and maulana, and sheikh al-hadith, etc. And so sometimes, you know, when it comes to like maybe an audio message, they tell me, Bilal, you must take the message and you must send it to them. You know, we can't address these imams are too big for us, too high for us. Jayid, hayyakum Allah ya mashayikh. So ala kulli hal, we said it would be good for them to get to know you, for you to also ask whatever questions and suggestions you have, etc., etc. Barakallahu fikum. Dr. Sayyid, are you ready with your team to take over, inshallah?
Okay, perfect. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hope everyone is well. I haven't seen our Imams in a while unless we visited, but I think the last time I had a Zoom class or a Zoom session with the Imams was probably maybe 2-3 years ago, alhamdulillah, when we were still running the bonuses and running the classes with the Imams. But alhamdulillah, I hope everyone's happy to see my face and everyone's happy to see me. Shukran to Sheikh Bilal for the introduction. I think over the past 5 years of me being with the IDP, we've come a long way. We've grown quite a bit. The organization has grown. Our team has grown quite considerably, and alhamdulillah. So we'd like to introduce everyone to our Imam Development Team. So like Sheikh Bilal has mentioned, we have two streams, the Imam Development Stream and the Community Development Stream, which is headed by Brother Muhammad. We wanted to connect with the Imams because it's very rare or nearly never ever that the Imams would have met all of the admin team that's behind all of your pearls of wisdoms, your CPDs, anything that has to do with your monthly reporting or anything, you would have only chatted to someone over WhatsApp. So a lot has happened over the past year. We've made a lot of changes at the IDP. We've made a lot of departmental changes as well. So we wanted to show the Imams what we've been working on in the background so that we can shed some light onto everything that we're busy with at the moment. You're going to be speaking to me for a bit. I'm going to introduce you to my team. So I have a team of 4 other team members. You're going to learn more about what they do at the IDP, more about what we're doing as a department, and how we are going to be supporting you as Imams, inshallah. So if we can begin, alhamdulillah, to give our Imams an overview. So we're excited to share this new initiative that will bring enhanced support and growth opportunities to each and every one of you, our imams. As you know, our mission with the IDP has always been to empower you, equip you with tools, resources, basically everything that you need that will make you great as an imam in your community, amongst your students, with your family. So today we're pleased to announce that we have deepened our commitment to your personal and professional development, and we have worked on a new concept for our imams called the 8 critical areas of your life, which is also translate to the 8 areas of development. In our team at the moment, we are split up. So one person is looking after 2 of those areas, which we'll hear more about from them. But I'd like to introduce you to the 8 areas of development. So the first area that we have, as you can see, this very colorful wheel, the first area that we have is higher education. We want to support our imams in their personal development, whether you want to obtain a degree, a higher certificate, a diploma, you want to study any type of higher education qualification, that's where we'd like to support you. Spirituality connects more to you internally and also your journeys that you take as an imam. This includes your Hajj, your Umrah, and all of the spiritual retreats that we have. And we also planning to expand on this area of focus. Then we also have the health area. The health area focuses on your medical reimbursements and any type of medical support that we offer to you as the imam. We have the knowledge area, which is our new Knowledge Plus. Some of you may know it as Student Guild, which is more of the alumni imams. But currently, we have rebranded this to the Knowledge Plus, which is your monthly modules that you take via your USB or your app, and you take your tests every month. This also includes your Jummah khutbahs and your pearls of wisdom. So we want to develop you in the knowledge area of your life. The life skills, which was previously known as your CPDs, your continuous professional development courses, we want to help our imams gain new life skills for them to be more employable, to gain more life skills for your family, for your community, and for yourself personally and professionally. Then we have the economic empowerment area, which focuses more on the work loans, the business funding. If you as an imam want to start a business, we're also focusing on your stipends and how we can enhance and upgrade the financial situation of all of our imams. Talent nurturing, with regards to talent nurturing, we want to discover your talents, Imam. It could be any talents, whether you are a great Quran reciter, whether you are a nasheed singer, no matter what other hidden talents that you might have and you want to further expand and explore. This is also one of the areas of development that we are focusing on. And your social interaction, which links directly to your 10 monthly community engagements. With these social interactions, we always encouraging our imams to not sit in his masjid. He needs to be out meeting people, meeting his community, meeting his neighbors, meeting the businesses around him. He needs to know his community at the back of his hand. So this is the 8 areas of development that we have come up with for you, our imams. We hope to expand, we hope to learn new things. As you've seen that we've been sending out a lot of needs assessments. The point of the needs assessments is exactly that. We're trying to see in each of these 8 areas of development, what are the needs and what ways can we improve, especially for our imam. So maybe we're doing one thing, but the need of the imam is something that's completely different, something that we weren't even thinking about or wasn't even on our radar. So this forms part of those needs assessments that we've been talking about. I'm going to, at some point, introduce you to the team. Each person will have a 5-minute slot with you where you'll connect with them, you'll chat with them, they'll tell you a bit more about the areas that they're looking after, and we'll hear a bit more from them. So by integrating these areas, you, the Imam, are better able to deliver your mission and guide your community towards virtue. We've looked at these 8 areas, and it's 8 key areas to you as a person in your life. So these are not just only 8 key areas for an Imam, it's 8 key areas for your wife, for your son, for your mother, for your sister, for any person in your community can take these 8 key areas, adopt it into their lives, and they can choose how they want to develop themselves. If we have to look at what's our current team structure, so the structure, the way it is that I am Sayed. Many of you would have known me before as the bonus manager. I think some imams still call me the bonus manager, alhamdulillah. We are still pushing for the bonuses, but we've obviously upgraded now. So I'm now in charge of Imam Development. And with me, like I said, I have 4 other team members who will be introduced to. But to give you a brief overview, we have Sister Saima Dube. She is our support officer. Then we have Brother Muhammad Hassam. He is one of our program coordinators. He looks after the economic empowerment, the social interaction, and the Waqf areas within the IDP. Then we have Sister Saida, who many of you knew as the CPD manager, but her title now is the Life Skills and Higher Education Coordinator. And there is Sister Rahila, who you'll probably know as the Power Manager before. She is now in charge of the knowledge, spirituality, talent, and health areas for the Imams. So I'm going to first hand you over to Sister Saima. Sister Saima is from Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. She is joined our team recently as our support officer. To give you a brief overview of her qualifications, Sister Saima has a diploma in human resources, and she is also a qualified training facilitator. So we'll just give Sister Saima the floor to just introduce herself and tell us more about what she does at the IDP.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you, Brother Said. As he has mentioned, my name is Sister Saima Dube. I'm the support officer for the Imam Development Department. I work closely with all the coordinators, assisting them in different tasks. In the first few months, I've been managing the help desk, and I'm sure I've spoken to most of the imams. And inshallah, in the future, I will be contacting some of the imams requesting for different information. So for now, I think I'll just leave this to my team members to introduce themselves. Shukran, assalamu alaikum.
Okay, alhamdulillah, shukran, Saima. Next, I'd like to introduce Brother Muhammad. He's Muhammad Hassam. He is also from Durban, KwaZulu-Natal. Brother Muhammad has experience in finance. He has a degree in finance, and he also has a degree in computer sciences, or I think it's data analytics, one of the two. But he has a deep understanding of finance and IT, which we've given him the coordination for economic empowerment, social interaction, and generating the works for the IDP. So I'll hand over to you, Brother Muhammad.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am Muhammad Sarfaraz Hassan. Alhamdulillah, I have just joined the IDP. I have been here for 1.5 months, and Alhamdulillah, I am getting to know all you Imams slowly but steadily. As Brother Sayed has said, I am in charge of the economic empowerment section, the social interaction, and the Waqf areas of the IDP. So let me give you a bit of a background to what I have been doing so far. So the Imam Business Funding. What is the Imam Business Funding facility that the IDP offers? Okay, we at the IDP are focused on empowering our Imams and Walimas, alhamdulillah, We want to give them the best possible environment so that they can better serve their communities. With regard to this specific project, the Imam Business Funding Project, we at the IDP offer Imams and Muallimas a chance to take a business idea that they have and give them the means to actualize or implement that idea, bring it to life, inshallah. The goal for this project is to help the Imam achieve financial stability. We want to see that the Imam can stand on his own 2 feet. The Imam needs to show the community that he is working in, that he is a pillar of strength, that he is someone of means, that he has the power in that community, inshallah. By helping the Imam or Muallima start and grow his or her own business without hindering his main role and responsibilities as an Imam. So, inshallah, yes, you have an idea, you want to start your business, but the business must not interfere with your role as an Imam. Do not leave your Imam duties aside to go run a tuck shop. No, we do not want that. We want you to run the business, but your role as an Imam must be your priority, inshallah. The Imam can focus on serving his community, conducting dawah, and doing his Imam duties without having to stress about his financial position. This business funding project allows us to assist, guide, and monitor the Imam's businesses, giving out advice on how he should manage and control his business, which in turn will help the Imam take the correct steps in achieving a profitable business. Because in business, what is the main objective of business is to make a profit. You don't want to be in business to make a loss. You want to earn your money, inshallah. Now, by us helping you monitor your business, we can also act as a warning measure that if we notice, hey, Imam, your business needs to change so much so you can perform better, or Imam, you're doing very well, alhamdulillah, let's try to increase the profitability. We are here to provide you with that assistance. Now, in order for us to provide that assistance, we have implemented a few new documents, inshallah. Many of you all have already been for the document training. I will be holding another session on tomorrow, inshallah, at 10 a.m., where we will go over these documents in more detail. But these documents are all here to assist you in running your business. The next section that I am assisting in, inshallah, is the Waqf Loan Fund. So what is the Waqf Loan Fund? The Waqf Loan Fund is a microfinance loan facility that is offered to Imams and Muallimas to help them in emergencies, in times of crisis, well, whenever they actually need that extra money, it is there to support them. So we at the IDP know that the Imam's job title is a thankless job. The people who choose to become Imams or Muallimas are not in the greatest of financial positions. These Imams and Muallimas do not have very many assets under their name. Some of them don't even have any assets at all. They either have a very bad credit rating or even no credit rating at all. And for them to go out and attain a loan or get money from the bank is unheard of. It's something that's impossible for them. But sometimes they just need that little bit money, that microfinance loan, just to assist them with food, school fees, rent for a short period of time. For some of them, taking out the loan from the bank is unheard of. But thankfully, through the IDP, the administration of our Waqf Loan Fund, we are able to bypass all these barriers to entry. We are able to offer you, the Imam and Muallima, financial relief from these burdens, inshallah. So what are we doing? We are offering the registered active Imam or Muallima a potential loan of up to 10,000 Rand, depending on the package and history with us at the IDP. This complete Waqf Loan Fund facility is a free-to-use loan facility for anything that will help you Imams with your financial burdens. And after conducting a needs assessment on this product, we also have realized that you Imams, majority of you all use this money to pay for your students' school fees, for your rent, for your for food. So it's for necessities in your life, alhamdulillah. And what is amazing about this loan facility is that we will loan you out the money and you will pay back the money interest-free. There's no interest, there's nothing to worry about, there's no financial burdens. This loan will not go on. It's for a set period of time, and then alhamdulillah, it is done. So inshallah, after all of the information that we have gotten from you has been verified and the loan has been given, you are given 6 months to repay the loan, because this is a waqf. It's not free. It is something that we are helping you with, and you will help us back by paying us back, inshallah. So inshallah, those are the 2 departments that I'm currently handling. I'm still new to this organization, and inshallah, in time, I will take on more departments. I will hand you back to Brother Sayyid.
Okay, alhamdulillah, shukran, Brother Muhammad. Anything that has to do with Imam business funding, your work loans or anything, obviously first thing you do is you go through help desk. But if you're submitting a business plan, which we've recently posted in the groups, that applications are open. So if Imams are applying for any type of businesses, if you're unsure on like maybe how to understand certain questions in the business plan and you just need assistance, we'll share Brother Muhammad's number with you. I think it's on the message as well, but he'll gladly assist you to go through your business plan step by step, just so that you can get clarity. The point of this is not for us to hold the money. We want our Imams to get every single opportunity that they can to enjoy the benefits of the IDP. So we're not withholding anything. Our objective is to empower you, Imams. So the only person stopping the process is yourself if you don't grab any of those opportunities, inshallah. Okay, I'd like to hand you over to Sister Saida. As you know, Sister Saida was the CPD manager, but now she is in charge of life skills and the higher education area. So I'll hand you over to her. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Sister Saida, commonly known as the CPD manager. I manage two key areas at the IDP, the life skills area and the education area. Under the life skills area is the CPD program, which all Imams are familiar with. The CPD program is focused on upskilling and professionally developing Imams and Mu'allimas. Our goal is to offer these courses that were picked to upskill Imams and make them positive change makers in their communities, to make them confident, to make Imams confident in their role that they play in their communities. Just to name a few of the courses that Imams are familiar with that are on our CPD list, that are compulsory for Imams to complete on their 3 years on our program. We have public speaking, personal financial management, first aid, counseling, emotional intelligence, personal development, project management. The CPD is run quarterly, so every 3 months. It's compulsory for Imams to complete a course. There are quarters that are open for Imams to pick courses that they are interested in doing, courses that Imams, specific Imams feel that they need development in. So it's open for Imams to request their own personal courses. Then there's other courses that are open, that are not open for individual request. The CPD comes from the Imam Development Program, like the one running at the moment, the Zakah course that was given to all of Imams and Mu'allimas for the 3rd quarter. The second area is the education area. Under the education area, I oversee the Imam Bursary Fund. This is a new area in the IDP. Today we launched the needs assessment for the higher education area. Inshallah, through this needs assessment, we want to gauge how many Imams are currently pursuing higher education, how many Imams are getting a degree, a bachelor's, to gauge how many Imams are interested in pursuing a higher education. What are the difficulties that Imams are facing, financial, if there's any other supports that IDP can offer to Imams. We are here, inshallah, to help Imams achieve their higher education goals. Shukran.
Okay, alhamdulillah. So a lot of changes have been happening as well, especially with our needs assessments. We're discovering new things about the Imams, especially through the CPDs. Things that we thought we knew isn't exactly what we've been doing. So as we said before, there are going to be some changes that are going to be coming through. There's going to be more needs assessments coming just for us to get a second understanding of working with our imams. And yeah, I think the needs assessments, we've learned a lot of things about the imams, their lives, their stories, their struggles, a lot of the things that we didn't exactly know before, but we're learning very, very personal details from our imams through these needs assessments, alhamdulillah, which have been very, very beneficial to us, alhamdulillah. I'd like to now introduce you to Sister Raila, who many of you knew as the POW manager, but now she is our knowledge area coordinator, spirituality, talent, and health. So I'll hand over to her so that she can take you through more of what she does and what she's currently up to. Jazakallah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. As Brother Said has already mentioned, I cover the coordination of the areas of knowledge, spirituality, talent, and health. I'm just going to take a few moments to go through what we're trying to achieve in these areas for imams, so that it can give you a better context as to why these 4 areas are important in terms of imam development. We undoubtedly have to begin with the knowledge area, as I feel that is very integral to the imam's role. As community leaders, the core focus of your role stems from your Islamic knowledge. Your Islamic knowledge is applied from leading the salah to performing the rituals that we need, be it nikah, janaiz. It's even found when you're advising us or mediating our family issues. So it's a very important aspect of your role as an imam in order to guide us through the teachings of Islam, and also every other matter that the community brings to you. We just charge the imam with dealing with all of this because we're not from Muslim majority countries. The imam is just left to be the person we go to for anything we need in terms of spiritual guidance or any small navigation we need in our life. So the knowledge area is centered around assisting the imam to better deal with the needs that are going to arise in his community, but stem from his knowledge. So what that means is, when people or the community come to you and ask you for advice, or ask you to teach them about salah, to teach them about wudu, to teach them anything, or to mediate in their family issues, you're going to now learn, you're going to now look to Islamic teachings. You're going to look to your Islamic knowledge to guide you through this process. So we recognize that this is a focal point of you being an imam. So we tap into this and try to assist you and equip you and enhance your role as an imam to deal with all of these issues more effectively. You would have seen in the needs assessment, we did ask you about your Islamic qualification. We did ask you which matters were difficult for you to deal with, whether it was understanding Quran, whether it was teaching Quran, whether it was applying the principles of the Quran in real-time situations. It's because we're trying to understand where imams might find weaknesses, where imams might be actually stronger in certain areas, so that we can focus our development on other areas that pertain specifically to his knowledge. So obviously the knowledge area includes projects like the Knowledge Plus course for imams that give them a solid grounding and a solid footing to start from, to handle these real-time applications of your knowledge in your masajid. We also have the Pearls of Wisdom, which I think many imams probably don't understand why they need to do the Pearls of Wisdom submission, but in reality, the Pearls of Wisdom submission, it's for us to encourage the imam to continually be learning, to be continually engaging with his Islamic materials, to continually push himself to seek knowledge on any kind of platform, in any kind of a situation, because his job as the imam to be always on top of all of the issues facing Muslim community, because you're the person. So the Pearls of Wisdom project is it's centered around that, to push you and encourage you and your learnings and your readings, inshallah. It also includes the Jummah khutbah assistance that we provide for imams. Through the Jummah khutbah, it's a very integral part of your job as an imam, because this is your engagement with the community. This is your once a week spiritual motivation and bringing them back to reality of Allah, bringing them back to the reality of why we're here. So it's a very short time that you have to give out a very profound message. So we understand that this is such an important part of your role as an imam, and that is why we try to assist you in every way possible. With the Jumu'ah assistance group, we're trying to make it more dynamic, inshallah. We've heard your requests with regard to Arabic khutbahs, so we're trying to make it more dynamic. But inshallah, we're also looking to see what other kinds of resources we could possibly provide for the imam to enhance his Jummah khutbah. Obviously, you'll do public speaking in the CPD, which will assist the imam to maybe communicate and deliver his khutbah in a more profound way. So the knowledge area encompasses these projects so that we can uplift and enhance the imam in his core function, in his core duties of being an imam. Then we have the spirituality area, which is another one that I'm tasked to handle. After the imam is looking after the Islamic guidance and the spiritual aspects of the community, we also have realized that maybe imams don't have that opportunity. There's nobody looking after their spiritual needs. Maybe an imam does not have the same opportunity or access to opportunities to go for Hajj or to go for Umrah like most of us do. So realizing that this is a deeply spiritual journey that most imams will probably, they think that they probably will not have the chance to ever go on. Inshallah, the IDP wants to be able to grant that opportunity to imams, because the impact of an imam going for Hajj and going for Umrah is going to be much greater than it is for any of us. The imam brings back his experience, he brings back his learnings, he brings back all of these important gems from his journeys, and he imparts it to his community. It's not something that stays with the imam, it moves on and it reaches the community at large. Inshallah, that's what we hope from it. The spiritual journeys don't only include Hajj and Umrah. As you all know, we did take some imams to Turkey last year. That was not just a holiday. This is something that is actually more structured than that. We hope for imams to get a global perspective and a global understanding of the imam profession. So there was networking opportunities with other Imam in Turkey. There was brief educational segments to the trip, which can provide a wealth of knowledge and understanding and assist you in your role as an imam here in any of the countries that you are from. So that's the second area in terms of spirituality, inshallah. We do hope to widen the spirituality area and engage imams more rigorously in there, but inshallah, when that happens, we will let you know. We also do need imams to pay special attention, to take special care when filling out the needs assessments, because these needs assessments are integral to us understanding the difficulties, the shortcomings, and any kind of gaps imams have that we can fill and assist them with. So in terms of the spiritual, not many imams have even filled out that needs assessment, but yet inshallah we're going to be having an Umrah coming up, and we're going to be starting the planning for it later this year. To understand and choose imams is through these needs assessments, so that we can see the most viable options, inshallah. So please take note of that, the importance of the needs assessments that go out. So that is with regard to the spirituality area. We also then have the health area that we handle. For the moment, the health area encompasses the medical reimbursement of imams, doctors' visits. I think that most imams may not even be aware that we have this service for them. If an imam does visit any GP, any practitioner, it not even just a doctor, it could be for dental care, it could be for any kind of medical assistance that the imam receives, or medical treatment that the imam receives. He can then submit a claim through to us for reimbursement. Inshallah, we try our best with the limited funds that we do have to assist imams and provide for them where they do find financial hardship, inshallah. The last area is the talent area. And when we have imams with some great talent, inshallah, we will be working more to facilitate any kind of development in this area with them. So just keep a lookout for that. Yeah, from my side, that's the 4 areas that I deal with. And inshallah, we hope that all of these areas help our imams to be more dynamic and assist them to better serve their communities more effectively, inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
Inshallah. Jazakallah, Sister Rahila. So that is your introduction to the knowledge, spirituality, health, and talent areas. Imams, the one thing you need to know about your time on the IDP is how important the knowledge plus modules are, right? So it's not only about listening to an audio, writing a test. You as an imam are the beacon, the beacon of knowledge in your area. In your masjid, in your madrasa, no matter where you are, your community, you're going to be the first person that they're going to turn to when they need any Islamic advice, have any fiqh questions. So use the knowledge plus as a opportunity for you to enhance your skills, enhance your knowledge, increase your knowledge. Don't take it as something that it's just like an added exam for you every single month. You need to really take it with full force and really take things to the next level. As Sister Rahila has mentioned, I don't think many imams are aware that if you go to a doctor, whether you go to the GP or you visit the doctor, that you'll be able to apply for a reimbursement for the GP visit for yourself, for your wife, and for your kids. It's not for any other extended family. So this benefit is awarded to you as the imam. We don't pay for surgeries, inshallah. Please make dua that we can get to a point where we can cover your surgeries, cover your kids' surgeries. At the moment, it's just a very basic general practitioner, general doctor visit that you would go for, whether you have the flu or any type of sickness. This is as far as the cover can go at the moment. But we are hope with these needs assessments and everything that we are doing, we hope to be able to provide our imams with much greater medical support for themselves and for their family. Because if the imam is strong, if the imam is healthy, if the imam is well taken care of, he'll be able to, in return, take care of himself and his family. Alhamdulillah. So what does this mean for you, right? So we've taken you through all of the 8 areas of development. We've shown you that our team has grown. We used to first be a team of 5 sitting in Durban, but now we are actually a team of 20 at the IDP office in Durban. I think like a very handful of imams visited us at the IDP office. We hope one day that all of our imams will be able to come through. But what does this areas of development mean for you as the imam? Number one, it means that you as an imam are going to have holistic growth. There are many opportunities that are coming your way through this new development program, through our needs assessments. You need to take advantage of it, imam. Personalized development, we are going to be able to use the information that we get from the needs assessment, and we can put our efforts and our focus more into what does a specific imam need at the time. Focus support, empowerment, enhancing your skills, like I said, new opportunities, all of this is available to you, Imams. And what is our commitment to you as our Imams? So we are committed, Imams, to walking this path with you. We want to hold your hands. We want to walk shoulder to shoulder with you to make sure that we can just be there for you, support you. If you are feeling supported and you have someone to turn to somewhere, if you're in a time of need or anything, turn to Allah, then you turn to the IDP. We will definitely try our best, whatever is within our means, to fulfill your role as a leader in your community. Alhamdulillah. That's it from us, from our team, from our IDP team. I hope we've shed some light on what we've been up to. There are some questions, so we can definitely open up the floor to some questions. We can have a Q&A for the Imams. I saw some questions in the chat box.
Just before the questions, Sayyid,
yes,
just before you take the written questions, and also you can open it up to the Imams. They can verbally ask the questions and suggestions and comments, etc. Just before that, I just want you to go back to the slide with the 8 key areas.
Okay.
Right. So I want Imams to understand that whatever we do here at the Imam Development Program, especially from the point of Dr. Sayyid's team, whether it be the bonus related to Muharram, whether it be the bonus related to the running bonus, the Strava bonus, etc., it all revolves around these 8 areas, right? It's not random. It's not just let's do something today, let's do something tomorrow. No, it all revolves around these 8 areas. Walhamdulillah. So Brother Sayyid and his team, their focus are these 8 areas. Then in 2 weeks' time, or maybe in a month's time, Brother Muhammad and his team will also meet with you people, and they will cover, in terms of community development now, what do they cover? They cover the borehole, they cover the tree planting, they cover the madrasa and the masjid repairs, etc. That there falls in the community section. But remember, we only do the community development and the community affairs department only to strengthen the Imam. It all goes back to the Imam. We don't do the borehole just for the borehole, but we do the borehole via the Imam. We don't do the Qurbani just for the Qurbani, but rather the Qurbani via the Imam. We don't do the tree planting just for the tree planting, but it must be via the Imam and the Muallima. Everything via the Imam and the Muallima, inshallah. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention again with regards to the 8 categories here. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Let's just take just 1 or 2 questions from the chat box. Imam Akim Abdullah, I think I'm going to pass, we're going to pass this on to Sister Rahila. She might need to private message you for this one. I think it's a more specific case, but to give you an idea, the way the POWs work is that you submit the POW through the app. After she'll review it in the back end from the app, and then you'll get an accepted or rejected POW. But if you got an accepted POW and you still got a deduction, I'm sure there's an administrative issue behind that, or maybe it's correct, maybe there's a misunderstanding, but Sister Rahila will definitely touch base with you guys. There was a question about the economic empowerment. How will it be different now that Brother Muhammad is here? So what had happened previously, there were Imams who submitted business plans. We had a backlog of about 50 or so business plans, but we didn't have enough funding at the time, so we couldn't accommodate every single business plan. But Brother Muhammad is now here as a dedicated resource. He is reviewing business plans. We do have some funds available, which is why applications are open to Imams. So Imams, please don't miss this opportunity. It's a very big, very beneficial, very financially supportive benefit that you have apart from your stipend. So the opportunity is only open to yourself. Please don't take the business plan lightly. It is a very stringent business plan. You need to really apply your mind. If you need to ask another businessman for help to understand the questions or ask Brother Muhammad, we're always more than happy to assist you. Alhamdulillah. I hope the group Saeed of Knowledge Plus should be active and we are given questions. I think Imam Abdullah, if you have any questions or anything for the Knowledge Plus, you can just touch base with Sister Aida. Shukran. I think we can open up a question to an Imam. If you want to just hit the hand raising button, then I'll be able to unmute you. If someone has a question, you're more than welcome to raise your hand, then we can chat about it, inshallah.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. Imam Musa.
Assalamu
You can give us your full
alaikum.
name and where you're from, and then you can ask your question, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam. My name is Nsubugamo Sakainja. I'm from Kampala, Uganda.
MashaAllah.
Alhamdulillah. I want to thank you, the IDP management, for giving us this opportunity to know more about you. May Allah bless you all. And I want to also thank my fellow Imams who have attended this session. So my question is, can you please help us and extend the deadline of submitting the business funding? Because I see the deadline here is 18th, that's this coming Sunday. So I don't know, some Imams have been not having much knowledge about this. So that's my question. Will it be possible to extend the deadline of submitting the business funding?
Because you asked Imam Musa, we will. Alhamdulillah. I'm joking. Yeah, look, the only reason there's a deadline, mashallah, the only reason there's a deadline is to create a sense of urgency. So usually we have the first deadline, then we get an influx of applications, then we extend the deadline again over that. So we have a second deadline. So it's just so that Imams like don't forget about the opportunity, but beyond the 31st, which is the Sunday, the applications will still be open at any time. So don't worry, you can message either myself, Brother Muhammad, if you need any assistance or anything, but the deadline is not very strict.
But I will add to that mas'ala there. I will add to that mas'ala. Jayed, first come, first serve. Jayed, there's a limited amount of funding and first come, first serve. And that's why we say to all Imams, as per the rules of the IDP, Wallahi, it is for your benefit. Make sure that the announcement group, it is pinned on your WhatsApp. Make sure that the first group on your WhatsApp is the announcement group, so that you don't miss these very important announcements. Jayed, Hayyakum Allah.
Shukran, Sheikh. Okay, shukran, Imam Musa. We can go now to Sheikh Mu'inuddin. Let me unmute.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. How are you, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah, this is your brother Mu'inuddin from Cape Town.
You in Cape Town or you in Medina, Mulana? Because I can see there.
We wish to go Medina, inshallah. Wish.
Inshallah. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Sheikhna, I have questions that involve Sheikh Bilal and also Sister Rahila, as well as Imam spirituality. We would like to ask. It was being a very attractive program, our Imam retreat, and that not happening. It was firstly entire IDP was used to be retreat. Then it was only Cape Town. We had in Cape Town Imam. Also now lost, I think 3-4 years now. We don't have that. So we'd like to know what plan IDP have to restore that need, very much in need, a program like a retreat where Imam get revived spiritually, he get revived with his, I think as Sheikh Bilal always say, Imam get activated with a retreat when that going to be happen. And then my second proposal will be, will do IDP thinking something like maybe every month or every 2 months, every area should have maybe a one evening. Even they can maybe gather in a masjid, and they spend that night, they perhaps with a short nasiha, with a and then the morning they will have fajr together, so they spend kind of a spirituality, regain spirituality or revive their spirituality. In that kind of plan can that be also happen, because as an imam, people come to us for their spiritual need, and in the reality, I'm talking about myself, we are very much in need of our own personal spirituality, and that can be sometimes happen with the see other imams talking, how he gives solutions, how other maybe one or two guest speaker can motivate us, because once a year, even retreat, which is nothing happening now last few years, but even once a year is not even enough. If you can have maybe just to not to CPD to meet with the imam and have lunch and go, rather a plan wise, a constructive program, we all can get benefit from it, inshallah. Even IDP can send a guest from the IDP, a spiritual guest, just to revive us, give us more motivation to do work what we're doing, inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
Jazakallah. Sheikh Bilal, you want to handle that one?
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Mu'inuddin, mashallah. Every session, Mu'inuddin reminds us about this. وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ ذِكْرَى تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Excellent, Dr. Mu'inuddin. Hayyakumullah, hayyakumullah. Sheikh, as I said, you have been making, you got strong du'as, mashallah. You have been making tahajjud salah for Hasina to fall down. And then we saw Hasina, she has fell in Bangladesh. So, mashallah, now we ask you to make dua that we have a retreat, inshallah. Jayed, you got strong tahajjud du'as. So we ask the imams to make strong tahajjud du'as that we are able to find the funding to have the retreat, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay, shukran. We had another question of imams who applied for business funding last year. Do they need to reapply? Yes, you do. A lot of the information from those business plans we were finding is outdated. The cost of things haven't really been up to date in terms of pricing and everything. So please, Imam Khalid, use the new template, not the old template, for you to complete the business plan. Alhamdulillah.
I would just add to that the reason is not to make the imam's life difficult. But I already applied, now I must apply again. It's because many a times the pricing has changed, as Brother Sarfaraz mentioned. You said in your first application that you needed this amount because this thing will cost that amount and this will cost that amount. Jayid, now we need to make sure, it's 1 hour, 1 year later, maybe we need to make sure that those costs are correct, number one. Number two, you can see there are many questions with regards to the business and economic empowerment. Ya mashayikh, ya mashayikh, ya mashayikh. Remember, this is an amana before Allah. We have to be very careful. We don't want to turn the imam also into a businessman. He studied 6 years, 7 years. He was teaching Quran for 1 hour every day. He was teaching madrasa. He was doing hospital visit. He was doing street da'wah. He was making all of this madrasa students learn. But now, mashallah, he's sitting in the baqala for 5 hours. 6 hours he's sitting in his shop. He's worried about dollars and rands, etc. from morning till night. We have to be careful. That's why the shart is your wife or your son or your family, or you employ somebody, he is working for you, they are running the business, insha'Allah. Yes, you are mas'ul, you are responsible, but they are the ones running the business, insha'Allah. Number 3, subhanallah. Even though with many of the imams who have already received the economic empowerment, we put the condition, ya imam, that you need to update us. This donor, every month we have to send him a report. He wants to see how this program it is doing. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it worthwhile? Is it not worthwhile? Must he take his money and help imams to do the business, or must he just invest his money in other businesses and give sadaqah? So we are doing it as a test run. But in the last 2 months, we saw that many imams, they are not filling out that weekly report. They're not sending us the data. My profit was this much, my sales was that much. Now we have nothing to report. If we have nothing to report, then all the rest of the imams will also suffer. Wallahi, help us to help you. Wallahi, help us to help you. Wallahi, help us to help you, ya mashayikh. Right? Excellent. Hayyakum Allah.
We'll just have 1 more minute left. So another imam was asking, what is social interaction? He doesn't really understand. Social interaction is your community engagements. And tied to that is also like the new Muslim bonus. So what you do, imam, to leave the masjid or leave your place of work to go visit a hospital, to go visit a school, to visit a university, to meet any members of your community, all of those social interaction, community, all those community engagements on the app form part of your social interaction. Alhamdulillah. I hope that answers your question, Imam Harun. Let's just see if this is just one more. During alumni to be excluded from stipend. It's a bit of a complicated question, Imam Harun. I think I'll have to come back to you on this one. Yeah, but alumni imams aren't excluded from the business application, just to be clear on that, inshallah. Okay, alhamdulillah. I don't think there's any other big questions at the moment. It is 9 o'clock. We've reached our 1 hour. Imams, we are here for you. We are here to support you. We are here to take things to the next level for you. We honestly do try our best for our imams. We're always here to support the imams. I know sometimes we get busy and imams are messaging us, and maybe it takes us a few days to reply, but I hope that our imams are going to take advantage of the opportunities we have to offer. Please don't sleep on the opportunities. Please don't sleep on the bonuses. Please don't sleep on the knowledge. I think the Knowledge Plus program is something that's very beneficial to all of our imams. And also, please don't sleep on your CPDs. It's time for you to strive. We have new things coming up. We have big changes coming up. Just know that we are here for you, imams. We are here for your commitment. We are here for your communities, and we are here to help you. Jazakallah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.